So dear students, we have been discussing on this very particular topic that whether grammar is needed for speaking English or not. But the thing is that I believe in one thing, that is, English speaking comes through English speaking. That is very much needed for speaking English. But at the same time, we cannot discard this idea of learning grammar. Grammar is also very much needed for speaking English. But the thing is that, you must know that how much grammar you should learn for speaking English. So that is why the thing is that you need to learn grammar in moderation. In moderation means, you don't have to delve deep into it to learn all the rules of grammar, in your fingertips. But you have to know certain, things about grammar which are very much needed for English speaking. So that is why I have chosen 4 topics for grammar to make you understand English. Those are tenses and parts of speech, modals and auxiliary, and so I have already started parts of speech, and my first topic was noun. So we have already discussed the kind of noun, the gender of nouns, and today we will be discussing on the number of noun, which is also very much essential for learning English. So let's start and how number of noun numbers are helpful in learning English, and what are the numbers and how we can learn it. So first of all, number means there are 2 numbers you all know, that is singular and plural number. Singular means when verbs comes alone in the sentence, subject comes alone in the sentence, we can call it a singular number, and when subject comes in plural, we call it a plural number. And we also know that singular subject takes singular verb, and plural sentence subject takes plural verb. So let's start this video by number. See how plural are formed. First we can form plural by adding only s to the word. That is, if some noun is there, boy, so we can add s to make it plural. By adding s, it would be boys. Like pen is there, if you add s, it becomes pens. If girl is there, we will add s, it becomes girls. And desk is there, we will add desk. Likewise, book, books, cow, cows. Okay. But if the noun ending in s, sh, ch, soft, or x, it forms the plural by adding es to the singular. Okay, so if class is there, we would add only es to this word, this noun, so it would become classes. Okay, brush, brush, we would add es to make it plural, and it would be brushes. Branch, branches. Kiss, kisses. Match, matches. Tax, taxes. Remember, we are adding only ex. Then we have this, dishes, watch, watches, box, boxes. Okay. Most noun ending in o also form the plural by adding es to the singular. Okay. If some noun ends with o, we need to add only es to make it plural. Like buffalo, buffaloes, potato, potatoes. Then negro, negroes, mango, mangoes, cargo, cargoes, volcano, volcanoes, hero, heroes, echo, echoes. Okay. Now let's see another rule. A few noun ending in o, they merely add s. Sometimes it doesn't apply in all words, But some words are there, even if they end with o, they don't take es, to make it singular, like dynamo or dynamos. It's a word, canto. We can add only s to make it plural. Even if it is ending with o, we are not going to add es to it. Like piano. Piano, pianos. Only s is needed to make it plural. Then kilo, kilos. Or solo, solos. Or memento, mementos. Or photo, photos. Or commando, commandos. Okay. Now there are few nouns, So if some nouns are there and they are ending with Y preceded by a consonant, they can form their plural by Y we will change into IES. Remember? So what will do that? Baby. Baby is the word. Here we see that noun is ending with Y and it is preceded by a consonant called B also. Baby. Okay. So what we'll do to make it plural, we will just remove this Y and instead of Y's, we will replace IES to its base. So word is lady, ladies. Like word is ending with Y and it is preceded by a consonant called D. So what we'll do to make it plural, we will remove this Y and we will place IES in place of Y. Okay. Now city is there, cities, pony, ponies, story, stories. Okay. There are some noun which ends with F or FE. Okay. So what we need to do that we will remove those F and FE and in its place we are going to add VES to make it plural. Like thief, THIEF. Thief is the word. So what we'll do that we will remove the F from the end of this noun and instead of this F, what we'll do that we will add VES to make it plural. Like we have life, LIFE. So again what we'll do that we will remove FE from the end of this word and we will add LIVES to make it plural. Same way loaf, LOAF, we will remove F and we'll write LOVES to make it plural, loaves. Same way sheaf, SHEAF. So what we'll do that we'll remove F and instead of that we'll write SHEAVES. Same way wife, WIFE, will make it plural by making it wipes by WIVES. Calves, knives, elves, wolves, wolf, leap, shelf. These are the words, where we will remove either F or FE which comes at the end of the noun and instead of these, letters we'll put VES to make it plural. Few nouns are there which are actually, you can say these are the exception to this rule, like dwarf or wharf or hoops or scarves. You can make it plural either by adding S to it or you can also write VES to make it plural. There are few nouns, okay, they make their plural by changing the inside vowel of the singular, okay. So what we need to do that if the word comes man, what we'll do, we will change the inside vowel that is MAN to instead of writing MAN, we can write MEN to make it plural. It will become men. Same way, goose. Goose is the word, GOOSE. So what we'll do to make it plural, we will remove two vowels from inside this particular word and we'll write geese. Woman is there. Women, we will make it women, WOMEN. Instead of A, woman, we will write women. Then mouse, MOUSE. Mouse is the word, it's a noun. What we're going to do that, we'll write mice, that is MICE. Same way, foot, FWT, will make it plural by writing, changing the vowel, that is feet. And louse, LOUSE, will write it lies. Then we have tooth, we'll write it, plural by changing two, letters, that it will become teeth. Now there are few noun, they form their plural by adding EN to the end of the word, like ox is there. So we can make it plural by writing, oxen. Same way, child is there. So we can make it plural by adding the word, children. And the plural of fish is, the plural of fish is fish or fishes. So both can be used here to make it plural, fish and fishes. In current English, fish is the usual plural. Fishes is sometimes used to talk about different kind of fish. So some noun have singular and plural. We see that some nouns have the singular and the plural alike. Like if we say swine, sheep, deer, cod, trout, salmon, aircraft, series, species, pair, dozen, score, 100, 1,000. When used after numerals, that's okay. These are used after numerals. So you can say that I bought 3 dozen oranges, but you cannot say dozens oranges. Yeah, you can use it in the same way, like if we say dozens of mangoes were lying there, then we can add it. If we make dozen as our subject, then we can add s after it. Otherwise, we can use some numerals to make it plural. Like I bought 3 dozen mangoes, or I bought 3 dozen oranges. Some people reach the age of 70. So here we see that score, so we can make it plural by adding a numeral 3. Same way, the sari cost me 5,000 rupees. So 5,000 rupees. 1,000 is the word which cannot be made plural by thousands rupees, because already we are adding a numeral before it. But we can use the sentence like thousands of saris were sold in the exhibition. Now, some nouns are there which can be used only in plural. We cannot make singular out of them. Like name of instrument, you can say name of instruments which have 2 parts forming a kind of pair, like bellows, scissors, tongs, pincers, spectacles. These have 2 parts, so that is why they can be used only in plural. We cannot use them in singular. And then we have name of certain article of dresses, like trousers, drawers, breeches, jeans, tights, shorts, pajamas. Certain other noun like annals, thanks, proceeds, and then tiding, environs, nuptials. There are few nouns, there are some nouns you can say that looks plural, but in fact they are singular. Like if we say name of subjects, mathematics, then we have physics, then we have electronics. These looks like plural, but actually these can be used in as a singular verb. We can say mathematics is my favorite subject. Yeah, physics is taught in my class, and electronics, I am doing PhD in electronics. So here we see that these are the name of the subject, though they look plural, but they can always be used as singular. Then there's a word news also. News. This news is great, even though we see that we add s after it, but it is actually Now, name of some common diseases also, like measles, mumps, rickets. These are the name of the diseases which already takes s with them, just to make it plural, but actually these are not plural. They can be used in a singular. Then now there is a word called means. Means, it can be used as singular and plural both, but when it's comes as gives the sense of wealth, it's always used in plural, plural noun, and it takes a plural verb also. And now we have certain collective nouns, though singular in form, are always used as plural. There are some collective nouns, though these are singular in form, but they are always used as plural. Like poultry is there, kettle is there, vermin is there, poultry, people is there, then gentry is there. These are collective noun. They are already, they always look singular in form, but used as plural. Okay. Then we have like if we say this poultry, these poultries are mine, whose are these kettles, and vermin destroy our property and carry diseases, and what are those people, a person, etc. Now, as a common noun, people means a nation. If we talk about a people, it means a nation, and it's used both in singular and in plural. Or like if we say Japanese are hardworking people, or there are many different peoples in Europe. Okay, so as a common noun, people means a nation, and it is used in both singular and plural. Okay. One more thing I would like to say that, compound noun generally form its plural by adding s to the principal word. Just remember that if compound noun is there, if you want to make it plural, what would you need to do is just add s to the principal word, the main word. Okay, like commander in chief, this is the word, so and you want to make it plural, what would you do? That commander is the main word, and then in chief is not the main word. So what you need to do is that add s to the main word or the principal word. So you will make it commanders in chief, or coat of mail, so coats of mail, son-in-law, sons-in-law, daughter-in-law, daughters-in-law, stepson, stepsons, because son is here the main noun. And then stepdaughter, step is not the the main thing is daughter, so that is why we'll add to make it that s to make it plural. Okay, so that's all for today, and next I am coming with my video, that is noun cases, which is also very important for you to learn. Okay, till then, goodbye.